gave a talk at the Hampshire Business Show, and it was called Back Yourself in Business. And at the time, you know, we're a couple of years out from the lockdowns and everything, and it was the first kind of real in-person expo or event that a lot of people went to attend, and it certainly was one of the first that I'd spoken on sort of post-lockdown era. And I focused on things that I believed were really important for business owners, not just Hampshire-based, but around the world in that current time. And it was all about knowing the right person to get in front of if you want to strike up some business, and it was about nurturing healthy professional relationships and understanding how important those relationships are. Now, since then, a year on, that has evolved even more, not just in my mind, but in reality. And I would go as far as to saying that we're about to enter what I'm calling here the care economy. The care economy is a movement of money, a system, a business network that is built upon caring, not just about your customers as a person, you know, the human being aspect of this. All business is H to H, human to human, but it's about caring about what you do. And the blaggers and the ones that are bodging their way through, the ones that are sort of not really putting as much care into things, will eventually fall away. And the ones that are left, in my opinion, will be those that care the most. Because people have choices, more so than ever. Not only do we have to do a great job and provide results, but we also need to care, not just about them, but about what we're doing, caring about our work, have some real pride and passion in what we do. And you know what? You cannot fake that. That is not something that you can keep up. You have to have a real healthy source of passion. And if you do, that never goes away. It's an unlimited resource. If you're faking it, that eventually runs out, and it's very difficult to maintain those levels. And therefore the expectations change and people start looking elsewhere for that business. So who cares wins in this care economy. You know, I'm not involved this year in the Hampshire Business Show, but I want to give you my content. So I'm making this video for you. And if you're not a Hampshire business owner, then, you know, go bananas. You can enjoy this as well. Now, the first thing that I want to mention today in the care economy is focus. Let's just get this sorted right now. There are too many distractions. Like, it's a very distracting world that we live in. Our phones are this open source of chaos, and people pulling our attention and our brain power away from where it should be. You will start getting overwhelmed with all the tactics and all the strategies and all the social media stuff, and you're not focusing on the key source activity required to succeed in your business. This is about your own management of your mental attention. You've got to get this sorted. Minimize distractions and maximize focus. Know exactly what it is that you're doing daily by using a journal. Write down the night before what you're focusing on. Look at it again in the evening and tick the things off that you've done, and make sure anything else gets carried on to the next day. Make sure that you contact people in the right way at the right times. Stay in your lane and commit to your growth strategy. Now, of course, that only works if you have a growth strategy. So make sure you do that now before it's too late and you're already there standing inside January 2024. Plan your revenue targets. Plan your marketing calendar throughout the year. Plan your development. Plan your holidays. Get it all in the diary. Because if you leave room, that's your own fault. I used to train MMA fighters, and I've had a bit of experience fighting myself. I captained England in sport jiu-jitsu at a world championships, and I was lucky to win. I wasn't lucky, fucking earned it, to win a gold medal at a sport jiu-jitsu world championship. The reason I tell you that is because whenever I stepped on the mat, or one of my athletes stepped in the cage or into the ring, we would always make sure we could control the controllable, and fitness was one of those. Don't lose the fight because you're not fit enough, because you could have controlled that. You could have worked harder. You could have been more disciplined. You could have been less distracted. If the other guy or the other girl is better than you and beats you through skill, then that's a slower measure. You've got to work on your skill, but that's going to take months and years, and we accept that, and that's good feedback. But if you lose the fight because you've gassed out, you could have been fitter and you're not in the great shape that you could have been, then that's your own fault because you controlled that, right? Same with this. With business, don't get a year from now and go, oh, we could have had a better year. It's been all right, just about got by. Control it. Don't lose on things that you could have controlled better, all right? The rest of it, lots of variables that are uncontrollable, we take them and we accept them for what they are. But your own focus, let's drop the excuses now, come on. Jump in, let's get focused together. So that's the first thing. The second is formation. Now what I mean by this is having the right people in the right places within your business, not just your staff structure, but any external outsourced services that you also use. In the care economy, it's about knowing that your staff are in the right place, they are doing the right things, they are incentivized, they are empowered, they feel a part of it, they have their own personal goals being worked on within the company's collective professional movement goals. But it's also understanding the agencies and outsourced options such as us. We're an outsourced option. We're basically an outsourced marketing department for our clients. But we know where we fit in, and we can add to the formation of your company and our clients' companies, and we can assist in this whole project of having the right people in the right places. When that happens, everything just works better. It's like in a football team. If you have your left winger playing as a right back, they're not going to perform as well as they could if they were playing in the right position. Sometimes you don't know what the right positions are, and that's why you've got to spend time getting to know your staff, getting to move things around, surprise people, change for a day or two, like change roles, see how you get on over here. You're going to try this today so you can get a different perspective on the overall business, and you never know, they might excel at that particular task or skill. Send people on training courses to further their enrichment and their development. Don't be so stuck up and protective and fearful that people are going to leave. It's kind of catch-22. Treat people well and empower people in the right way, and they'll be loyal and stay. Be scared of doing that, and they probably will leave and shaft you. So, got to be a bit vulnerable. But understand that formation is huge. Getting the right people in the right places, working with this care economy, is going to be really massive moving into 2024. And then I also want to share with you something which a lot of people are really good at, but some absolutely suck at, and that is the financials. You've got to know your numbers. You've got to know your incomings and your outgoings. You've got to know it. You've got to stay on top of your VAT, your corporation tax, your payroll. Understand all of that. But also understand your profit, your margins, your cost of your time, your cost of other people's time within the business. Understand your customer, average order value, their lifetime value, and work on how you can increase your margins as much as possible so that you increase your profit. Because there are only really in every business 3 big numbers: money in, money out, and whatever's left. And the whatever's left is sometimes neglected because we only focus on the first 2. But if you focus on the profit you want, the other 2 become easier because you can manage and manipulate them to work around your profit margin. So understand your financials, and it might be getting a bit of help there, having an accountant working closer with you, whatever it is you need to do, swat up on that task and that topic, learn, read, watch videos, but know your numbers, please. So that's really, really important. And then the last thing that I wanted to share with you is just a bit of a reminder of how marketing and sales works. Everything starts with attention, and I bang on about this a lot, but it's true. We can use different ways to generate attention, and we don't need everyone's attention. We only need a segment of the market, a percentage, and we call that your market share of attention. Now, you will use things like social media, videos, podcasts, expos, being present in person. You could use direct mail, you could use posters, you could use loads of things, right? All the different marketing tools that you could use. But you can also use what we call front of mind, which is just getting the message out, the brand awareness, so people know where you are and who you are and what you do, so when they're ready, they come to you and not somebody else. That attention is always a work in progress, and that never, we'll do it for a bit and stop. You have to commit to that and do it all the time. Factor it into your financials. Pay to have your social media, pay to have your Google ads done, pay to have SEO work going on, because that's how you start generating your attention, and then that attention will slowly start to move to traffic. Once you move from attention to traffic, they call you, they email you, they come to visit you at your place of work, or they click onto your website, and then they become traffic. And at the point of traffic, they have choices. Are they going to do business with you? Are they going to leave their details? Is there something there for them? Or did they want to move on and go somewhere else? The traffic part is a different story, but that is so important as well, because once we get that right, we eventually earn a conversion. And a conversion or a sale is what we're doing, and that's when marketing then turns into sale. Marketing, sale. At the point of conversion, there are still things that we need to be paying attention to. It never stops, the sales process and the conversion quality. We have to keep eyes on this all the time. Where are people dropping off if they are? How can we improve the sales process and the gaps between each part of it? The follow-up, the questions that we're asking, the offer that we have, the upsell, the aftercare, all of these things, right, go into all of this. And in the care economy, we cannot be fucking about too much with automation. And I swear, because I'm passionate, I'm sorry for swearing, we shouldn't be messing around with automation too much. It is so tempting, but it's a distraction to just plop AI everywhere. Instead, we have to work with technology, work with AI, work with automation, but keep the care. If you lose the care, then you'll lose the customer. And I don't know about you, but I want to know people care about my money when I spend it. You know, people are saying that people aren't spending money, they haven't got as much money. They are spending money, they have got money, they're just making more informed choices and decisions, and you've got to do more to earn it. You've got to romance them a little bit, you've got to care about them, and then give them quality and the expectations that they have. You've got to satisfy them. Once we've achieved these, it doesn't end. We get repeat business opportunities. You know, come back when? Come back when? Come back when you need another one. Come back when you're ready. Come back in 3 months. Come back when we've released the new one. Whatever. Come back when? And who else do you know? And that is, of course, referral. And these two are after sale. Customer care, customer service, but essentially they are a continuation of your marketing and sales journey. So this, in a nutshell, has been about backing yourself in business in 2024, understanding that it's going to be about the care economy, at least that's what I think. And whether you're a Hampshire business owner or a business owner anywhere on planet Earth, it is about human-to-human connection, and it's about understanding the feelings and emotions of your marketplace and then eventually your customer as it becomes more personal. We've got to have great focus if we want to be a market leader. We've got to have the right people in the right place and know our formation, and we have to be really, really acutely aware of our numbers and our finances. These three things will certainly help. This is how we generate business for attention, traffic, conversions, and then repeat and referred opportunities. I hope that you found this useful. If you would like to carry this conversation on, then I am offering 20-minute consultations. We will be quick, we will be to the point, and I will help you. I will give you at least one thing that you can do right away that's going to help your business to grow. I promise you that as a minimum. But what you got to do is you've got to contact me, otherwise I can't help you. And the best way of doing that is to email me, tommy@tide55.com. Now, if you could put the subject line as care economy, that would really help, because I know that you've come from this video and I can jump straight on and I can get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, all the best and good luck, and I'll speak to you soon.